Cal Shumiacher. So you want to get in the wide, wide world of 3D printing, and you don't know where to start. Well, your suggestion of the Bamboo Labs, definitely the way to go. I would recommend, honestly, the new one, the H2D. Let me double check here. And the reason is when you have, H2D. Let me double check it, but it's the one that it's that one. So it has two heads. Realistically, you're only going to print one or two colors, or more likely, one color and a support. And that means you really only need two. They have a two-head version. That's really great. So you're going to get that, I imagine, just because it's a little bit bigger than this, just by 10 or 15%, which I would love for this to be a little bit bigger. And then you're going to get one of these AMSs. You can get multiple ones. I had 4 at one time, thinking that it was brilliant. It is not. Really what happens is you need to, in here, store and keep humidity out of these boxes. And so I have a little RH sensor in there. It says 32%. But the idea here is different material is sensitive to humidity differently. That's something I learned, is that plastic loves water or hates water or has various opinions of water. But what it does is it changes the properties for how elastic and sticky and tacky and all that kind of stuff is. So in reality, when you have these AMS boxes, you really need to keep them fresh with desiccant, and they're kind of a pain in the butt to maintain. So it's hard enough with 2 of these, because like, for example, ABS plastic, that has to be absolutely dry, and you need to dry it, which I'll show you. This company called Slice Engineering, they have this nice desiccant, fits right in there, super handy, it helps. And so I have to change the desiccant in this probably twice a year, if I'm using more sensitive material more frequently. Here you'll see I've got a little dryer. Definitely get one of these, they're cheap. I think Bamboo now makes a proper one, which I'd get that. This is a cheap one. But in here I've got TPU. So this is like a rubbery thing. TPU is very sensitive to moisture. And so you have to dry this. It's also, there's some materials that you cannot put through the AMS because they're too brittle or too wiggly. This is one of them. I'm printing another one here. You can see there's well, you probably can't see, but there's a giant spool at the bottom. And this is PLA, which is infused with iron. And so you can actually, here's one of the bases for a planter I'm making, and here's a totally effed up one. That didn't work. But with this, you can actually like spray vinegar, salt, and peroxide on it, and it'll rust within 2 hours. Very cool. So yeah, I would say to start, you want to just start with PLA. That'll get you pretty far. And then you go into PLA with carbon fiber, and then ABS, and then TPU. So that's kind of where I'd start. So I'd start with the H2D, a dryer, an AMS, and then for 3D modeling, don't use Fusion 360. You can if you're familiar with it, but I would totally recommend this other program on the iPad called Shaper 3D, SHAPR 3D. And the brilliant thing is you can navigate with your fingers. So the 3-dimensional navigation thing is solved. But then this is your instrument for creating. It's way, I would say it doesn't have as much technical finesse as Fusion 360, but I doubt you're creating nuclear reactors. I imagine you're going to be making mounts and things for around the house and planter pots and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would say that is yeah, my recommendation. I mean, here's something I'm actually building, a little wall mount for these little guys. Yeah, you'll get good at printing. Like for example, this is 2 pieces, and I'm using CA glue that I have to polish off here to put it together. But the idea is, you have to print flat. Anything that has a ledge, you're gonna have to either support or print in a different way. So yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that you should know. Not really. I think that's a good place to start. Yeah, start making brackets and then figure it out from there.